Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day, that is feeding the flock through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And also as well, Shalom to the hopefully elect, as well as continually laboring this work and continuing to plow, that shall sworn forth your diligence to make your calling, election sure, your faith, and truth of sincerity, and all charity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled, "What is the correct house?" Or what is the appropriate house of the Lord? In which, of course, if the Spirit hits me to title this video in a different way, of course, I'm going to change it. But, this is, this was inspired through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai concerning what we are building now in these last days, because, you have other Israelite camps that are building, their foundation and their establishment by other means, or, they're basically building their foundation and their, what they have going on under the wrong vibration. It's not with good intentions. Okay. Because really what is supposed to be built is the elect of the nation of Israel, which in itself is the house that the Lord is dwelling in. Okay. Because, the Lord is no longer dealing with, the physical temples today, but the Lord is looking for the spiritual temple, which is his men. And, we're in a time now to where the men of the Lord are being built up, and they're supposed to be built up. Okay. That's how the house of the Most High is being built. Okay. Because the house that the Lord dwells in is the house of David. Okay. In which we know that same house is back today. Okay. And like I was mentioning earlier concerning these other Israelite camps, it's obvious that the ones who are not right, they belong to a different house, in which we know for a fact that the ones who are not a part of this fold, they belong to the house of Saul. Okay. Those two houses are back today, man. The same men that were playing a part in history during the time of when Israel was brought up as a nation in the kingdom. Those same individuals are back today. Okay. And that same building is going on today. And also as well as another scripture that shows you that, during that time, it was a physical building that was built in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And, but now the Lord is dealing with the spiritual house, which again is the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. That is the house of David, because the Lord's mercies reside in the house of David. Okay. But let me go ahead and jump to the precepts I have here. Don't want to make this too long. Only got limited time to go into this topic. But first I want to grab Acts chapter 7, verse 49. It says, "Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me?" So that's the question. So if heaven is his throne, it's the throne of the Most High, and earth is his footstool, then what house will be appropriate or right in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Okay, reading on, it says, "Saith the Lord, or what is the place of my rest?" Okay, so what house are we building for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in order for him to rest in? Okay, and as you can see, that will be the house of David once again in this time. Okay, that will be the men that you see on the highways and byways who have fully given themselves over to the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and continue to labor, and also in the mode of building each other up. Okay, edifying. Okay, if you go into the word edification, or to edify, it means to build up. Okay, and the Apostle Paul made a clear statement saying that whatever the things that we do unto edification, and that's what it's about. That's why our videos are based on edification, because we're right now we're building up the elect of the nation of Israel, because again, that's where deliverance is coming out of. Okay, so that will be the appropriate house that the Lord will dwell in. Okay, so it will be well with the person who's listening in to take hold and tune in and also be a part of this house. Okay, because again, this is a house where mercy is dwelling in. Okay, the scriptures speak about the sure mercies of David. Okay, so it's best to be in the house of David. Okay, or be found among the men that are in that same house. Okay, because Yahweh Shemel Shai is dealing with the house of David right now. Okay, reading on, it says verse 50, it says, "Hath not my hand made all these things?" And this scripture is twofold. Okay, because not only is it talking about this topic, but also as well, that's the reason why we don't have a physical building to ourselves to go in and then congregate at, is because the Most High is not dealing with that right now. The Lord right now has us out in the marketplaces and highways and byways and the inner courses of the streets to teach this word. Okay, because the word church, if I'm not mistaken, the word church goes back to the word either the word church or preach. I believe it goes back to the word ecclesia. Let me see if I can grab that real quick. Because the word church, if I'm not mistaken, means to call out. Okay, let me see if I can get it. Because I don't want to butcher it. And I guess I need my network for this one. Yeah, I believe the word church goes into the word ecclesia. I want to take it off airplane mode, but I might have messages coming in. But just to save the trouble of because I might have to blur it out if I do that. But if you look up the word church, I believe it goes to the word ecclesia, which means to call out. Okay, and you can't call out in a physical building. Okay, you have to be out in the sight of the people, in the sight of all the nations, to call out for the ones who are among the other nations, whose lines go back to Israel, or goes back to the Israelites that are scattered among these other nations, and to call them in. Okay, but I'll move on from there. There's another scripture I want to grab. Let's like it. Looking for the scripture where it says, why tend to these other things when the building of the Most High lay waste? Let's see if I can find it. I'm not able to find it right now. Yeah, I'm not able to find it. If the brothers know where it is, you can post in the comment board. But the scripture where it says, "While I tend to the other buildings when this building lay waste," and I don't remember exactly where it is. But again, if the brothers know where it is, post in the comments. Slack you. Yeah, I can't find it right now. But yeah, basically, roughly paraphrased, it says that why would you tend to other buildings when this building lay waste? And that's going into is the building that we're a part of. Again, is the building of the elect of the nation of Israel, and this should be our main priority. Okay, because right now the building is still is in the building process as far as the elect goes, but we haven't reached completion yet. Okay, because it was a time where we were completely wasted away. Why? Because we didn't know who we were. Okay, we didn't know our nationality or even the name of the Most High and His Son. But now we've been brought back into these things, and now we're being built up through the Spirit, and we're building each other up through the Spirit. Okay, but that's it on that. Let me see if I can grab one last precept. All right, this book of Ezra, chapter 4, and verse 1. It says, "Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded a temple unto the Lord, power of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, Let us build with you, for we seek your power as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Assur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord, power of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, hath commanded us." So, this is another point to show you that, these heathens, the ones who was the other nations outside of Israel, had no part in the building of the house of the Most High, but only the Israelites were only able to build this house. Okay, and this is just to further cement the point that this building that we're involved in, which is the house of David, which are the Israelites. Okay, and no other nation is a part of this house or this building. Okay, and that includes ones who even know that they're Israelites. Why? Because even though they may know they're Israelites, right, but they're still regarded as heathen because they don't have this doctrine. Okay, they're a part of the 2/3. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close it on that note. I need to go ahead and jump back in quickly as I can, but hopefully this is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashmel Shai, Bashim Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and Shalom. Much due honors to the Akim Tazadakim that's continually teaching in all faith, true sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.